everybody, I'm Brian McMaster. This is Proactive Spine. Let's do our spinal flossing. Reach up as high as you can, side bend, rotate, come back to the center, reach up and lean back, come forward and squat. Good. Step to the side, turn your foot in, rotate your body in the opposite direction. Step back, step to the side, foot turned out, body goes in the opposite direction. Step back, foot turned in, body goes in the opposite direction. Step back, foot turned out, body goes in the opposite direction, step back. I turn away so it's easier to mimic what I do, it's easier to follow. Looking at me and doing it, sometimes that can just mess you up a little bit, so not turning away for any other reason. So today I want to show you another walking tweak. We've talked about the pelvis and squatting before. Now, a typical squat with your arms at your side, we've got really strong legs and lots of coordination there, but what's subtly happening with our arms at our side is we're just using our legs to control the pelvis, not using our upper body, our core, as much to control the pelvis. So if we reach up nice and high, pull the shoulder blades down in the back, ribs down in the front, gives us a little bit more control of the top part of the pelvis and how we control it tilting forward and tilting backward from above. It's exactly what we want. We want the core involved, we want control of the pelvis above and below, so we can be more symmetrical body. What we typically do when we're walking is we're side dominant, and we need to do everything we can to flush that out and become coordinated right and left sides, whole body, arm swing, shoulder girdle, leg swing, pelvic girdle, pelvis movement above and below, core, upper and lower, right and left sides. This next week I call bilateral pelvis walking. It's definitely a little awkward initially, but it gives you more control over the pelvis. So if you think about walking with the pelvis, when you reach forward with one leg, that side of the pelvis is reaching forward. At the same time as you reach forward with that side of the pelvis, I want you to think about pushing back with the other side of the pelvis. So one side's coming forward, opposite side's coming back. Think about both sides at the same time, and then do the same thing with the other side. Right side coming forward, left side's pushing back, left side's coming forward, right side's pushing back. It's a way to get both sides of the pelvis involved with turning and getting the core to really start transferring force more smoothly through the thighs, the pelvis up into the spine, and get the oblique muscles working. Often, again, if we're side dominant, one side of the pelvis is really going to be working hard, the other's going to be kind of a pivot. Subtle, but usually is. Takes your body weight, allows you to swing this dominant leg through and push off again. This side just doesn't fully extend in front or behind. So the exercises of bilateral pelvis walking is one leg forward, that side of the pelvis coming forward, the opposite side of pelvis coming back. So, you might just try and do that pelvis and really try and get it moving. And then it really works when you get that counter shoulder rotation. So one leg forward, same side pelvis forward, reach back with the same side shoulder blade. Opposite side of the pelvis back, opposite side of the shoulder forward. So basically you're counter rotating with your upper body, the shoulder girdle, and the pelvis. And your goal is to think about both sides of the pelvis. It really helps you figure out how to use both sides of your legs more completely, all the way from the foot rocking up through the ankle, knee, and hip. Okay. Another tweak, it's difficult, but it really helps turn on circuits in your nervous system and makes your walking cycle more three-dimensionally symmetric. So play with that. I'm Brian McMaster. This is Proactive Spine. I'll see you guys tomorrow.